Good morning, students. This is Science Lesson 2, Parts of a Plant. Now today in this video, we will study further. We will study about all the different parts of a plant and their functions. But before moving further, children, we will also revise all that we have studied in the previous video. In the previous video, we have studied that the body of a plant is mainly divided into two parts, that is the root and the shoot. Okay, root is the part of the plant that remains under the ground, whereas shoot is a part of the plant that is above the ground. We cannot see roots, children, but we can see shoot. And flower, fruit, leaf, stem and roots are the main parts of a plant. Now we'll move further, children. We will study about roots. Roots grow under the ground. Roots grow under the ground, so they cannot be seen from outside. Roots hold plant firmly in the soil. They help the plants to stand up even if there is a strong wind. Roots move down into the earth in search of water. They absorb water and minerals from the soil. Radish, carrot and beetroot are some edible roots. As you can see, children, this is root. Roots grow under the ground. Roots grow under the ground, and children, you cannot see roots. You cannot see roots. Why? Because it grows under the ground. And what is the function of roots? It absorbs water and minerals from the soil. It absorbs water and minerals from the soil, and it also holds the plant firmly. It also holds the plant firmly. What is the meaning of firmly? It also holds the plant very tightly and it gives support to them. Okay, so this is the work of roots, and we also eat some roots, that is radish, carrot and beetroot. Clear, children? So this line is important. Roots grow under the ground and they absorb water and minerals from the soil. We also eat some root, that is radish, carrot and beetroot. Now there are two types of roots, children. There are two types of roots, that is fibrous roots and taproot. Come on the next page. As you can see in the picture, fibrous roots and taproot. Can you see the difference in the picture? Yes, fibrous root. Some plants have many small roots growing from the end of the stem. They are fibrous root. And some plants have thick root growing into the soil. They are called taproot, as you can see in the picture. This is fibrous root. As you can see in the picture, some plants have many small roots growing from the end of the stem. This is stem. This is stem of a plant, and many roots are growing directly from the stem. So these kind of roots are called fibrous roots. These kind of roots are called fibrous roots. This is taproot, children, and this is the stem. What is taproot? Some plants have a thick root growing into the soil. Can you see this thick root? Okay, and several thinner roots grow from this thick root, and this thick root is called taproot. This thick root is called taproot. Now fibrous root. Example of fibrous roots are grass and wheat, whereas example of tap roots are trees. That can be neem tree, peepal tree, mango tree. Okay, so there are two types of roots, that is fibrous roots and taproot. Okay, children. Now come on the next part of a plant, that is stem. As you can see in the picture, children, this is a stem. This is stem. This is stem. What is a stem? Stem is the main part of a plant. Stem is the main part of a plant. Why? Because it gives support to the plant. It gives support to the plant, and one more work it does, that is it carries all the water and the minerals from the roots to all parts of the plant. Stem carries water and minerals from the roots to all parts of the plant. Okay, children, so this is the second part of a plant, and we also eat some stem of a plant, that is sweet potato and sugarcane. This we eat, children. Plants like sweet potato and sugarcane store their food in stem, so we eat them. Now, the stem is the main part of the shoot. It carries water and minerals from the roots to all parts of the plant. Now, children, you have to study Factopedia also. That is, neem tree is called the miracle tree. Why? Because we get so many things from neem tree. That's why it is called miracle tree. It is a medicinal plant. Okay, you learn that also. Now, come down. Different plants have different types of stem. First one is about tree. Trees have a thick and woody stem called trunk. Shrubs have a thin and woody stem. Herbs have a green and thin stem, and climbers have a thin, green and very soft stem. So all the different types of plants have different types of stem. Okay, children. Now we will study about the next part of a plant, that is leaves. Leaves. Different plants have different leaves, that is of different shapes and sizes. Okay, children, as I have brought so many leaves for you, just see. See, I have got so many leaves, and all the leaves are of different shapes and sizes. Can you see? This is big, this is a small. So all the leaves are of different shapes and sizes. And all the leaves are of green color. Why, children? Why? Because of chlorophyll. Because of chlorophyll. Because of chlorophyll, the color of the leaf is green. Leaves contain a green pigment called chlorophyll. This you learn, children, which helps them to make their food. Can you see in the picture? Different leaves are of different shapes and sizes. Okay. Now this diagram is very important, children. Structure of a leaf. Structure of a leaf. This diagram is very important. Just see. This is a leaf, children. This is a leaf. Okay. Now the pointed part, the top part of the leaf is called leaf apex. The top part of the leaf is called leaf apex. The side part of a leaf is called leaf blade. The side part of a leaf is called leaf blade. Now this you can see. Can you see it, children? From the back also. Can you see this? This is side veins. This is side veins. This is side veins. Just see. This is side veins. Okay. And this is the main veins. This is main veins. And this is the stalk, the part of the leaf that we hold. This is the stalk. Okay, children. See, this diagram is important. Top part is leaf apex. Side part is leaf blade. This part is side veins, and the main vein, this is the main vein. Then this is a stomata. Children, we cannot see stomata. We cannot see stomata. And what is a stomata? Stomata are tiny pores present on the surface of the leaves that helps them in breathing. But we cannot see stomata, and this part is stalk. This you have to learn, children. Okay? Practice this diagram. Now come down, children. Come down. Function of leaves. Now, leaves are the most important part of a plant. Leaves are the most important part of a plant. Why? Because they make food for the plant. For whole plant they make food, and that's why they are also called food factory of the plant, or they are also called kitchen of a plant. Okay, children, they are also called food factory of a plant, or they are also called kitchen of the plant. And children, the process by which plant make their food in the presence of air, water and sunlight is called photosynthesis. This line is also very important. Okay, children, this line and chlorophyll. These two definitions you have to learn. Okay, children. Now leaves. As I have already told you, leaf exchange gases through tiny pores present on the surface of the leaf, and that tiny pores we cannot see. And those tiny pores are called, they are called stomata. They are called stomata, and they take in carbon dioxide and they give out oxygen. They take in carbon dioxide and they give out oxygen. This is the exchange of the gases. This is the exchange of the gases that they do through the stomata. Okay. Now, the leaves that we eat is mint and spinach. Leaves like mint and spinach store food in them, and so we eat them. So the lines that you have to underline is: leaves contain a green pigment called chlorophyll, which helps them to make their food. You have to practice this diagram, structure of a leaf, and then the process by which plants make their food in the presence of air, water and sunlight is called photosynthesis. The whole process is called photosynthesis. The whole process is called photosynthesis. Now come on the next, very interesting, children. All of you know what is flower? All of you know what is flower? Okay. A bud on the stem. Bud on the stem changes into a flower. Can you see, children? Bud. This is bud that grows on the plant, on the stem, and later on it changes into a beautiful flower. Beautiful flower. Now flowers are very beautiful part of a plant, children. Flowers are very beautiful part of a plant. They are of different shapes, different colors and different sizes. Okay. Now later on a flowers grow into a fruit. Later on a flower grows into a fruit, and the flowers that we eat, cauliflower and broccoli, because they store food in them, so we eat cauliflower and broccoli. Now next part of a plant is fruits. Next part of a plant is fruits. A flower changes into a fruit, as you can see in the example. Pomegranate flower grows into a pomegranate, and pomegranate contains lot of seed. It is also a fruit that we say in Hindi, anar. Okay, children. Now come on the next page. Fruits are the juicy and fleshy part of a plant that we like to eat. Do you like to eat fruit, children? Do you like to eat fruit? Yes. And fruits have seeds inside them. Fruits have lot of seeds inside them. As you can see, children, see, this is a slice of papaya. See, there are so many seeds. There are so many seeds. Do you like to eat papaya? Okay. The number of seeds in different fruits is different. Okay, like in mango you will get only one seed, but in papaya lot of seed, many seeds are there. In mango only one seed. Okay, children. Now fruits like pineapple, banana have no, now some fruits they don't have any seed. Some fruits they don't have any seed. And what is the function of fruits? We eat fruits of plants like apple, banana, guava, etc. Fruits of some plants are eaten as vegetable like pumpkin, ladyfinger, tomato and brinjal. Now this is very important. They are also fruits. They are also fruits, but they are eaten as vegetables. They are eaten as vegetables. Okay, children. Now come on the next topic, next part of a plant, that is seed. But seed is a part of a fruit, and fruit grows on a plant. Okay. A seed has a plant inside it. Just see, these are papaya seeds. Now they have plant inside. Can you see plant, children? Can you see plant in the seed? No. But when they get enough air, water and warmth, when they get enough water, air and warmth, then they grow into a new plant, and then this process is called germination. And then this process is called germination. When the seeds get enough air, water and warmth, they grow into a new plant, and this process is called germination. As you can see in the picture, seed, they are getting air, water and warmth, and they are just growing, and then at last they grow into a new plant. This is called germination. This is called germination. Now children, as I have told you that you have to study Factopedia also. Okay. The sweet smell of flowers attracts insects to the flower. They come to the flower to suck its nectar. Okay, children, like butterfly and many more insects. Okay, children, they sit on the flowers and they suck nectar. Then life skill. Eat plenty of fruits. They protect us from diseases. Eat plenty of fruit because they protect us from diseases. Very important. Now come on the next page, that is functions of seeds. Very important. Seeds grow into a new plant. Seeds grow into a new plant. We eat seeds of some plants as food grains. Examples of seeds are wheat, maize and pulses. Wheat, maize and pulses. Okay, children. Now These are the new words that you have to read and you have to learn also. Now a quick recall. The body of a plant is mainly divided into two parts, that is the root and the shoot. A quick recall is very important of all the lessons, children. Okay. Roots are of two types, that is fibrous roots and taproot. The shoot consists of the stem, leaves, flowers and fruits. They are the main parts of the plant. The leaves prepare food for the whole plant. So it is called food factory of the plant, or you can also say kitchen of a plant. The process by which plants prepare their food in the presence of air, water and sunlight is photosynthesis. The process by which seeds grow into a new plant in the presence of air, water and warmth is called germination. Okay children, now we will revise with a picture also. The body of a plant is mainly divided into two parts, that is the root and the shoot. Leaf, fruit, flower, stem and root are the main parts of a plant. Roots are of two types. First one is fibrous roots, second one is tap roots. Different plants have leaves of different shapes and sizes. The green pigment present in the leaves are called chlorophyll. Now, with the help of chlorophyll, leaves prepare food for the plants. The process by which green plants prepare their food in the presence of air, water and sunlight is called photosynthesis. A seed has a plant inside it. The process by which seeds grow into a new plant in the presence of air, water and warmth is called germination. Some roots that we eat: beetroot, radish, carrot and turnip. Stems that we eat: sugarcane, spring onions, bamboo shoots and sweet potato also. Leaves that we eat: spinach, lettuce and cabbage. Flowers that we eat: broccoli and cauliflower. Fruits that we eat: apple, orange, lemon, pineapple, grapes, watermelon and many more. Seeds that we eat: almond, pea, peanut and many more like wheat, maize, pulses, etc. Now children, you have to answer these questions in your rough copy. Okay. That is, what is the difference between a root and the shoot? What is root? Root is a part of a plant that grows under the ground, whereas shoot is a part of a plant that grows above the ground. Okay children, shoot consists of fruits, flower, leaves and stem. What are the functions of roots? Tell me, what is the work of root? What are the functions of root? Roots grow under the ground. It absorbs water and minerals from the soil and it holds the plant firmly. Okay. Differentiate between fibrous root and tap root. It is given here children. Just underline it. Some plants have many small roots growing from the end of the stem. They are called fibrous roots. And some plants have thick root growing into the soil and they are called taproot. They are called taproot. Okay. Now, as I have told you, you have to study Factopedia also. Now come on the next page. Why are leaves called the food factory of a plant? Tell me children, they are called food factory of the plant because they prepare food for the whole plant. Not only for themselves, but they prepare food for the whole plant. What is the stomata? This you have studied in lesson 1. What are the stomata children? Stomata are tiny pores present on the surface of the leaf that helps them in breathing. With the help of a stomata, they exchange gases. That is, they take in carbon dioxide and they release oxygen. Okay. Define photosynthesis. Define photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? The process by which plants make their food with the help of air, water and sunlight is called photosynthesis. That process is called photosynthesis. Okay children, the answer is given here. The process by which plants make their food in the presence of air, water and sunlight is called photosynthesis. Okay children, so this question answers, oral question answers and the diagram. Now children, there are 4 important diagrams in this lesson. The first one you have already practiced, that is parts of a plant. Okay, and the second one is types of roots. that is fibrous root and taproot. Third one is structure of a leaf, very important. And the fourth one is germination. Fourth one is germination. So total 4 diagrams, children, you have to practice in this lesson. First one is parts of a plant. Second one is types of roots. Third one is structure of a leaf, and the last one is germination. All the 4 diagrams are very important. Now children, I will send you the photo of all these exercises. It is very easy. Do it in the book when I'll send you the photo, and don't do any work in the classwork copy. Okay children? The work that I will give you in classwork copy will be the question answers and give the reasons that I will give you. Then you do in the classwork copy. Otherwise, all the oral questions and diagrams you have to practice in the rough copy. Okay children? Thank you very much.